This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, guys. So in the previous session, we have written the test cases whenever they have provided you the range of the data. Okay, now we will go and write the test cases whenever they provide you the type of the data. Type means what? Like username should accept only alphabet or password should accept only alphanumerics. So that is nothing but it is a type. So whenever you see the type, you need to perform ECP for that requirement. That means you have to write all the valid and invalid test cases. Okay, so this is the requirement. What is the requirement here? The valid user can successfully register by entering name, address, and click on the save button in ABCD application. And this is the FRS document which contains all the rules and conditions. Now we will go ahead and write the test cases. So this is the template. Okay, serial number, BRS, description, expect result, actual result, status, and comment. So this is the template. So now first we will write the test cases for name. So we will write the valid conditions because the requirement here is name should accept only alphabets. Name should accept only alphabets. So serial number 1, BRS is, this is your BRS. Now you go for description. Now you go for description. So first two steps should be the same. So first thing is what here? You have to launch the application. So what is the application that you're going to launch here?
ABCD.
Very good. Launch ABCD application. So what could be your expected result?
Application will launch.
Right. So what will I here? ABCD application should be launched. Am I right? ABCD application should be launched. And the next one is? What will do the next one?
Verify.
Yeah, what will verify?
Name, address, and save button.
Right? Okay. Then verify name, address, and save button. So what could be your expected result?
Name, address, save button should be available.
So name, address, and the save button should be available. That's right. Now next. Name should accept only alphabet. So for this, what could be the value?
Enter the name as A to Z.
Right. Enter name as lowercase a to z. So name should accept or not?
Name should accept.
Okay. Next one. Next.
Enter the name as upper level A to Z.
Right. Enter name as uppercase a to z because you have to check both valid and invalid because if any, so you have to check both lowercase and uppercase. So what you write here?
Name should be accepted A to Z.
Name should accept uppercase a to z. Next one. Enter name as lowercase a to z, uppercase a to z, both. So name should accept or not?
Should be accepted.
Name should accept lowercase a to z and uppercase a to z. Okay, so these are all valid. Do you have any other valid conditions here? Do you have any other valid conditions? No. So now we'll go ahead and write for invalid also. So first two steps will be the same. Yes. Now you tell me, name should accept only alphabet. So for this, what could be the invalid? What could be the
And
invalid?
enter name as 0 to 9.
Very good. So name should accept or not?
Accepted.
Huh?
No. No.
Name should accept only alphabets, right? So numerics it should not accept. Am I right? Did you understand or no?
Yes. Is
Yeah, it should
message appear as a name should accepted only A to Z.
You write here, the name should not accept 0 to 9 and the below error must appear. What is that? Name should accept only alphabets. Am I right? Name should accept only alphabets. Next one. Enter name as special character. So name should accept or not? Name should
No.
not name should not accept special characters and the below error must appear. What is that? The name should accept only alphabets. Am I right? Name should accept only alphabets. Next one. Enter name as spaces. So name should accept or not?
Not. It should not be accepted.
Very good. It should not accept. So what do you write here? Name should not accept spaces. On the below must appear name should accept only alphabets. Next one. Enter name as 0 to 9 and lowercase a to z. So name should accept or not?
Not accepted.
So here you write. Name should not accept 0 to 9 and lowercase a to z and the below must appear name should accept only alphabets. Next one. What is the next one?
0 to 9 upper level A to Z.
0 to 9 and uppercase a to z. Okay, 0 to 9 and uppercase a to z. So name should accept or not?
Not accepted.
Right. So it should not accept. So what is that here? Enter name as 0 to 9 and uppercase a to z. So name should not accept 0 to 9 uppercase a to z and the below error must appear name should accept only alphabets. Okay, next one. What is the next one?
Special character A to Z.
0 to 9, lowercase a to z, and uppercase a to z. All you have to check. Okay. So now see here. Enter name as 0 to 9, lowercase a to z, and uppercase a to z. So name should not accept 0 to 9, lowercase a to z, uppercase a to z, and the below arrow must appear. Name should accept only alphabets. Okay. Next one is what? Enter name as 0 to 9 and special characters. So name should accept or not? Name should not accept 0 to 9 special characters, and the below must appear. Name should accept only alphabets. Next one is what? Enter name as 0 to 9 and spaces. So name should not accept 0 to 9 spaces, and the below must appear. Name should accept only alphabet. So like this, you'll verify all the valid and invalid test cases, because if any one of the invalid condition is working, then that will be a defect. So you have to verify all the valid and invalid test cases. So remember, how many number of test cases you write, that a good tester you are. That means you are analyzing each and every requirement, and then you are writing the test cases. Okay, you are analyzing each and every requirement, and then you are writing the test cases. We have to write all the test cases. Okay, so we have written the test cases only for name. So now we need to write for address also. What is that? Address should accept only alphanumeric. Address should only accept only alphanumeric. Alphanumeric means
BC and 0 to 9.
combination of both alphabets and numerics is nothing but alphanumeric. Am I right? Yes or no? Alphanumeric is nothing but the combination of both alphabets and numerics. Okay. So now we will write the test cases for that. The first two steps will be the same. We'll write for address. First thing is you will launch, and then next one is you verify whether your objects are available. So these are all valid. Okay. Next one is what? Enter address as alphanumeric. That means 0 to 9 and lowercase a to z. So address should accept or not?
Accept.
Address should accept. So what is right here? Address should accept 0 to 9 and a lowercase a to z. Okay. Next one is what? Enter address as 0 to 9 and uppercase a to z. So address should accept or not? Address should accept 0 to 9 and uppercase a to z. Okay. Next one is what? Enter address as 0 to 9, lowercase a to z and uppercase a to z. So address should accept or not? Address should accept 0 to 9, lowercase a to z and uppercase a to z. So these are all valid. Okay. Now we go for invalid. So for invalid also, first two steps should be the same. So first thing is you launch, and the next one is you verify whether your objects are available. Next one is what? Enter address as 0 to 9. So address should accept or not?
Not.
Address should not accept 0 to 9, and the below error must appear. What is that? Address should accept only alphanumeric. Address should accept only alphanumeric. Next one is what? Enter address as lowercase a to z. So address should accept or not?
Not accept.
Address should not accept a to z, and the below must appear. Address should accept only alphanumeric. Next one, enter address as uppercase A to B. So address should not accept uppercase A to Z, and the below must appear address should accept only alphanumeric. Okay, next one, enter address as lowercase a to z and uppercase a to z. So address should not accept lowercase a to z, uppercase a to z. Below must appear address should accept only alphanumeric. Okay, next one is what? Enter address as 0 to 9 and special characters. So address should not accept 0 to 9, special characters, and the below must appear address should accept only alphanumeric. So like this, we'll verify all the valid and invalid test cases for address also. Okay, so as I told you, how many number of test cases you write, then good tester you are. So you will be analyzing each and every requirement, and then you are writing the test cases. So until now we have written the test cases whenever they have provided you the range of the data and type of the data. Range of the data and type of the data. So in case if they don't provide you the range of the data or type of the data, then how you are going to write the test cases, we will see now. So let's say this is BRS 1.1, requirement 6. BRS 1.1, requirement 6. So what is the requirement here? Save and submit buttons should be disabled. Save and submit buttons should be disabled when user enters name and address. When user enters name and address, and both the buttons should be enabled when user selects city and state in a registration application, and your application will automatically close when user clicks on save and submit buttons. When user clicks on save and submit buttons. So this is the requirement. So now for this, you are going to write the test case. So whenever you are writing the test case, you need to follow what? Template. Template is always the same. So let us go ahead and take the same template from here. Okay. Serial number 1. BRS is, this is your BRS. Now you go for description. So first two steps should be the same. So first thing is what? You will launch the application. So what is the application that you are going to launch here? First thing is you launch. So what is the application that you are going to launch here? The registration. Am I right? Yes or no? So launch the registration application. So what could be your expected result? The registration application should be launched. Okay, registration application should be launched. And the next one is what? You'll verify. What all will verify? We'll verify name, address, city, state, save, and submit button. Okay, so verify name, address, city, state, save, and submit button. So what could be your expected result? Name, address, city, state, save, and submit buttons should be available. Should be available. Now you go for the rule. See here, save and submit button should be disabled. Save and submit button should be disabled when user enters name and address. When user enters name and address. So enter name and address. So what could be your expected result? Save and submit buttons should be disabled. Save and submit buttons should be disabled. And both the buttons should be enabled. When they will be enabled? When user selects the city and state. When user selects city and state. So select the city and state. So what could be your expected result? Save and sorry. And both the buttons should be enabled when user selects city and state. So save and submit buttons should be enabled. Okay, and your application will automatically close. When it will close, when user clicks on save and submit button. So click on save and submit button. So what could be your expected result? Registration application should be closed automatically. Registration application should be closed automatically. So this is how you are going to write the test case whenever they don't provide you the range of the data or type of the data. Okay, if they don't provide you the range of the data or type of the data, then this is how you are going to write the test cases. Okay, so any questions? So remember, these all test cases you are going to write it in an Excel sheet, not in a Word document. Is it clear? You're going to write it in an Excel sheet. Okay, now we go for test data preparation. Test data preparation. So who is going to provide you the data to test the application? Who is going to provide you the data to test the application?
Developer.
Developer is the one who is going to provide you the data. So test data preparation. So developer is the one who is going to provide you the data. So in case if the developer is not providing you the data, then you need to prepare the data. Then you need to prepare the data. Okay, so at least like they will ask, they will give you the requirement. What is that? Username should accept only alphabet. So for this, what could be the valid and what could be the invalid? What could be the valid and what could be the invalid? So what could be the valid here? Username should accept only alphabet. So it can be lowercase a to z, uppercase a to z, or it can be the combination of both. Okay, it can be lowercase a to z, uppercase a to z, or it can be the combination of both. So what could be the invalid?
0 to 9 and special characters.
9 special characters, spaces, then combination of 0 to 9 and lowercase a to z, then combination of 0 to 9 and uppercase a to z. So this all comes under valid and invalid, because if any one of the invalid condition is working, then that will be a defect. So you have to verify all the valid and invalid test cases. Okay, so this is how you are going to prepare the data. Now we go for test case execution. So until now we have just written the test cases. Now we are going to execute the test cases. We are going to execute the test cases. So whatever the test cases we have written earlier, let us take any one of the test cases so that we can go ahead and execute them. Okay, so let us take any one of the test cases. So when you are going to execute the test cases, once your application is being developed by the developer, once it is moved into testing environment, then only you can go ahead and start executing the test cases. Okay, see, first thing is what? You will launch the ABCD application. So what is your expected result? ABCD application should be launched. Okay, and the next one is what? You'll write here. ABCD application is launched. So what will the status? The status is pass. Status is pass. Next one is what? We'll verify. What all will verify? Verify name, address, and save button. So what could be your expected result? Name, address, and save button should be available. Name, address, and save button should be available. So if they are available, then what you write here? Name, address, and save buttons are available. Definitely the test case will pass. Definitely it will pass. Next one is what? Enter name as 6 characters. Enter name as 6 characters. Sorry, address. Okay. They enter address as 6 characters. So address should accept or not? Address should accept. So if it is accepting, then what will write here? Address accepted 6 characters. So definitely the test case will pass. Okay. And the next one is what? Enter address as 40 characters. So address should accept or not? Address should accept. So if it is accepting, what will write here? Address accepted 40 characters. So definitely the test case will pass. In case if it is not accepting, then you will write here address did not accept 40 characters and the test case will fail. Okay, and the test case will fail. So if it is not accepting, then it will fail. So basically, if expected result is same as the actual result, then only your test case will pass. If expected result is not same as the actual result, then the test case will fail. So when it fails only, you will write the comment why it failed. For some reason it will fail, right? Like if expected result is not same as actual result, then it will fail. So like that. Okay, so this is test case execution in testing environment. That means only testing team executed the test cases. So when testing team executed the test cases, definitely you'll find some defect. You'll find some defect. So you will follow a defect life cycle to raise the defect. We are going to raise a defect. So what is a defect? What do you understand by a defect? What is a defect? Defect is nothing but a mismatch between the expected result of the test case with actual result in the application is called a defect. Okay, a mismatch between the expected result of the test case with actual result in the application is called the defect. So we will follow a defect life cycle, or you can even call it as a bug life cycle to raise the defect. So first one is a new. So who is going to raise the status as new? Who is going to raise the status as new? Testing team. So this status will be provided by the testing team while providing defect to the development. You are a tester. If you find any defects, immediately you are going to raise the defects to the development team. So first time you will go ahead and raise the defect as new. Okay, and the next one is what? Open. So who is going to open the defect? Who is going to open the defect? Development team. So this status will be provided by the development team when the testing team has reported the valid defect, when they accepted the defect, and when they are working on the defect. The developer thinks that yes, whatever the testing team has raised, if it's a valid defect, then they will try to change the status as open. That means they have started working on the defect. And if the developer thinks that no, whatever the testing team has raised, if it is not a valid defect, then what they will do? They will just try to reject it. So this status will be provided by the development team when the testing team has reported the invalid defect. That means if it is not a valid defect, then what they will do? They'll just try to go ahead and reject. Okay. And the next one is what? Duplicate. Duplicate means this status will be provided by the development team when the testing team has reported the valid defect, but already same type of defect has reported earlier also. The same type of defect is raised again and again, then you call it as a duplicate defect. So let's say you come up saying that sign-in is not working, and I also say, and I as a tester also comes and says that sign-in is not working. That means if the same type of defect is raised again and again, then you call it as a duplicate defect. Okay, and the next one is what? Fixed. So who is going to fix the defect? Development team. Developer will go and try to fix the defect. Okay, and then once they fix the defect, as a tester, what you'll do, you'll go and cross check whether it is working or not. So when you cross check the defect, if you are able to see the same defect again, then you will try to reopen the defect. You will try to reopen the defect. So if the same type of defect is raised again and again, then you are going to reopen the defect. Like if it is not fixed, then again you have to reopen. And the next one is what? Close. So who is going to close the defect? Testing team. So this status will be provided by the testing team if everything is working properly in the testing environment. If everything is working properly, then you will try to close the defect. So this is a defect life cycle, or you can even call it as a bug life cycle. Call it as a defect life cycle or a bug life cycle. Okay. Any questions until here, or you want me to repeat anything? Any questions, or you want me to repeat anything?
No. Good.
No? Okay. So just revise until here, guys. Okay. Revise until here. If ever you have any questions or anything, we'll discuss in tomorrow's class at the same time. Okay? Everyone. Okay then. Yeah. Thank you guys. Have a good night. Let's meet tomorrow.
Good